So today's lesson, we're actually going through, you're starting with 1.2. All right? 1.2 is solving multi-step equations. All right? And our learning goals are up there. Now, we're not going to actually go through and write those today or anything like that. These are the page numbers. We're going to pretend, like I said, that you guys missed class today. You were absent today, so you're not able to get to finish or to get the work that we're doing in class. So what you would do is you go through the process of doing this. The missed lesson checklist. These are things you should do whenever you miss a lesson. This is what I expect from you as a student. Okay? So let's read through this. It's a book lesson, meaning you'd have to have a textbook in front of you. Now, no one actually has their textbook in front of them unless they have their Chromebooks out, which all of you do. So you go to the Big Ideas website right now. So go ahead and log into Big Ideas, open up that page, and open up lesson 1.1. That's what I want everyone to do right now. Or 1.2. Do that right now, please. I know that a lot of you had already filled out the top, but you name, period, and the assignment is 1.2. Okay? That's where we're at. We can add to the assignment here in a minute. Go ahead and open that up. We went through dealing with this. Okay, so you get in here. What are we selecting? Student Dynamic ebook. Okay? And you're going through and going to do this lesson check off once we get here. So once you get in there, you should get to 1.2. Now, you guys came up with some pretty good ways to move about the textbook yesterday. I would probably use the table of contents that appears up on the left-hand side of the page. All right, it makes it a little easier. So you have to get to your book first. Did everyone have the algebra book show up? Okay. Earlier today we had problems with that, so. Hey man, some of you are going. I heard it. Okay, if you have earbuds, this would be a good time to grab the earbuds out. Man, the computer's going to crash. I'm having to wait so long. Just select our textbook. If you're still waiting for it to load, look up here. If you're waiting for me, or excuse me, if you're ready to go, just follow along up here for a second. So you go to contents. I know that most of you know this. You go to 1.2. I don't want to belabor the fact that this is get you guys, make you wait forever, but get to 1.2, and once you get there, okay, we are not doing the explorations right now. So we have to skip to the next page, and that's where you're going to start seeing the examples. And you see definitions. What in the world? That's not the next page. Try it again. Page 12. That is page 10. Is that going to take me to 9? Page 11. Page 12. Come on. All right. There we go. All right. So we've got example. There it disappeared. We'll come back to it. Okay. I want you guys working through example number 1. Okay. Study the solutions to example number 1. You can reference the little videos that are on the side there, and then try the monitoring progress. So I'm going to try to keep you on task here in terms of examples and have you work through that, and then I'm going to go through it as a class because I want to make sure you still learn the material. But if you were at home, you would actually have to do this on your own. So as you're looking at it, you study this, you're like, all right, if you don't quite understand what they're saying, everyone notice this little picture right here? You click on this, it'll play sound for you. Okay? So it'll show a video. So when you click on that, it opens up a video. Did we talk about that yesterday?
Yeah.
Okay. So that option is there for you. All right, and that's what you're actually watching. And then you're going to try the monitoring progress. And the monitoring progress problems at the bottom of the page, these ones down here, after you study example 1 and 2 and you do these problems, these are the ones that I want to kind of go through as a class after you try them. But remember, they'll correct them right here for you if you click on it. So try that problem and then click on it and see if you did it right. I'll be walking around helping you out. Okay? We're going to go about 5 minutes on example 1 and 2. All right? How many are waiting for it to load still? Okay, just one. Okay. All right. Off you go. Keep on working there. All right. So I just handed out this page right here. All right. And really, you may not have this at home, but this is how we usually take notes in class. And I realize I'm walking around and seeing some of you doing it on a notebook paper, which is fine. If you've already started your notes on a piece of notebook paper, that's fine. But usually we take notes on this, and this would be a good place for you to try your problems. Okay, I know you could put your name in the section as 1.2, solving multi-step equations. That's our actual title. Okay, and our page numbers for this lesson. This lesson starts on page what? 11. Okay, and it goes through page 18. So, all right. So you could actually copy all that stuff down, but the way this note page works, like if you're doing the monitoring progress, so most of you are down to this point. Now I realize some of you are having computer problems. I've given you a book, but down here at the bottom, those are monitoring progress problems. So it's on page 12. We're down here on page 12 and problems 1 through 3. So if I'm looking at this sheet, my main idea is just so I know where to go back to. This is monitor progress. Page 12. Those are now where I could go back. And problem 1, okay, problem 1 says negative 2x plus 3 equals 9, right? So put our negative 2x plus 3 equals 9. And we do our work there. All right, now how many of you have already finished that problem? Okay, how many are just about to that problem? All right, how many are like way far from that problem? How many are well past that problem? Okay, where are we at? Everyone tell your neighbor where you're at right now in the video. Yeah, I'll get you a book here. All right. Hey, I want everyone, whether you're here or not now, I want everyone to try that problem on your paper. Compare your answer with your neighbor. Okay? Okay, what's my first step? Yes, ma'am. Sir. Get rid of the 3. And how do we get rid of 3? Subtract. Tell your neighbor why you're subtracting 3. Versus adding, subtract, or multiplying or dividing. Okay, why do we subtract? Someone new? Yes, sir. Good, it's the opposite addition. They're adding, so we subtract. That gives us a 0 here, and I'm left with what on this side? Left with negative 2x. Leave a trail of your work. Negative 2x equals 6. What's the next step? What are they doing to the x here? They're multiplying. Good. So we do the opposite, which is divide. Since they're multiplying, we divide. We don't add to. They're multiplying x by negative 2. So we divide by negative 2. X equals 6 divided by negative 2 is negative 3. All right. Now, how many of you got that answer? Okay. Very good. I realize the technology is kind of giving some of you fits. Like, it's not working as well, and I'm handing out books. but I'll put that page back up. Guys, the process, go through the example, try the monitoring progress, check your answers using the videos, and then go through that whole process again. Once you're done with that, you can use our class website and watch the video we do in class. Like my class website what we're doing right now, I'll actually post to the website tonight. So you could watch what we're doing right now tonight if you needed it. Or if you're at home and you're sick, you can just watch what we did in class. You can skip all this and just watch what we did in class. That's up to you as well. Okay? There's also other things you can use. And then you should always look at those definitions in your student journal. Make sure you get those down. And then you could do the student journal extra practice. Okay? And then make sure you print your assignment off Skyward. So I want everyone to take a look at the back of the sheet I gave you. One of your assignments tonight, besides what I give you in class, is for you to go to Skyward and print the assignment. Now, if you don't have internet access at home, then you can come in here tomorrow morning and get it out of the extra copies bin. Okay? Gunnar, will you point out the extra copies bin to everyone? Right there where it says extra copies. Everyone see that? So if you don't have internet access at home, you can go over to the extra copies bin and pick up the assignment. So it's going to be like an assignment that I have you do something to. It's a pretty easy one, plus what I give you here. All right? So you've got to go and print that. And this is how you do it. Select your grades, select the assignment, or select your grade under your grade listings. You select the assignment from that, and then that's going to open up a window, and it actually has a little paper clip. Click on the paper clip, and then make sure to look at the details. Today on the assignment, I'm going to say, do something to this page. It'll be in the details. Make sure you look at that. That usually tells you what we did on the worksheet. Right, Mac? Yeah. Yep. Okay. Very good. Yes, sir. Tonight you have to go online and print an assignment using these directions. No, the one for 1.2. You'll see it on there. The one I'm not handing out today. So there will be two assignments. The one that I'm having you print, I'll say print this. That'll be the name of the assignment. Okay? That's what you want to print. Very good. All right, go ahead and keep working on it, please. Working on your lesson. Another good question. You guys, the problems I want you to do are these ones down here. The only ones you actually have to do off the paper are these guys down here. The ones at the bottom of the page. Okay? So, after you've read the examples, you should try these problems and then check your work using the video lesson. Okay? So on the sheet where it says notice on here it says after you finish, you missed the lesson checklist. When you get down here, it says repeat the process for all other examples. What that's referring to is when you get done with example 1 and 2, you switch the page and you keep looking at it. The next page has example 3 and example 4 on it, right? So there's example 3. Okay, there's some monitoring progress there. You want to look at example 3 and then try those problems. And then you move to the next page and you have example 4 and you want to try those problems. Okay, so you look at example number 4. And then down at the bottom, there's a monitor progress. You try that. You keep doing that until you're done. You don't have any more examples to do. That means you've finished the lesson. So the page after that has an example 5, and you'd have to try that problem. Everyone understand that?
Yeah.
Okay? You know you're done when you run out of examples. So we finished. We're out of examples. Okay. Now I want everyone to take a look. Student journal, please.
For homework, you have to do like we did all the way.
Okay.
We did 3.
Guys, the last question was asked, hey, are there problems? Are these all in our student journal? These aren't in your student journal. Okay? All those monitoring progress problems are at the bottom of the page. So how many monitoring progress problems are there?
11.
There's 11. That is your assignment tonight. You need to finish those. So if you're going to use the textbook, use the textbook. If you're going to use the online textbook, use the online textbook. But if you're using a hard copy textbook, you need to check that out from me right now. Okay? And then remember, go online tonight and print off the Print Me assignment. Okay?